child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mummy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name. He ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane. For many years, young Amumu traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone. But then the curse began to whisper in his ear, and would confirm what was Amumu's biggest fear. It pledged that never shall someone become his friend. It pledged that he shall be alone until his end. Sorrow and despair became too much to bear. The moment when Amumu realized what he had done, too late it was for him, for them, the evil curse had won. The anger and the anguish overwhelmed his fragile soul and caused a wicked tantrum that he never could control.
Hello everybody and welcome. This is Casual Esports Amateur League Week 7 matchup between Imagine Tempest and the Wise Elm. I am your host, Ansem571, with my beautiful co-host, Alpha Y123.
Hello. Sorry, that was very
You weren't even ready for it. You weren't ready!
Nope. I was too obsessed with the draft going on right now.
Yeah, so we are already starting in on the draft here. A lot of mages coming out to be banned for blue side, and red side, they're banning Tryndamere Senna and thinking about their final ban.
Yeah, I wanted to call out that Anivia ban. I think that was kind of a throwaway ban because Beta Lynx plays a lot of Anivia, but he is their ADC, so kind of confused on that one. The Vex is a very good ban though, I will say. And then Jinx. If I were there, I probably would have banned the Kai'Sa. Beta Lynx has been playing a lot of Kai'Sa recently. Tryndamere always being a pretty good ban, and Poppy going over to the side of the Wise Elm. I actually haven't seen their top laner play Poppy, but I do know that Imagine Tempest's top laner plays Poppy. But it's also a really good Alawi, so maybe we see that come out in the first 3.
There's a plethora of possibilities in the Noxian division.
Rue, I don't know, maybe get a Seraphine mid. That'd be pretty fun. And there goes the Kai'Sa.
Now, again, I am from Shurima, so I don't know too much about the players directly, so I don't know what to expect. Maybe you can shed some light on these guys here.
Yeah, so from the bot lane, you're probably expect an engaged support coming out here. You'd maybe give support pick on 3, get counter pick support. Maybe a jungle Xin Zhao or something gets picked here. Nope, the Nautilus gets picked up. You know, maybe bring out the inner core JJ. Everyone at NA plays Nautilus now for some reason. What an annoying champion. And then from the side of the Wise Elm, expect a jungle support pick here probably, or just a bot lane pick, bot lane duo. But I don't think you let the jungle go to second phase and let that get downed out too much. Jhin. Interesting.
Jhin and Morgana, pretty good answer into the Nautilus.
Yeah, Spell Shield's gonna be pretty useful against the Nautilus passive / Q, so always nice.
Yeah, it's a matter of the Morgana though to make sure she reacts to it though. So,
True.
I firmly believe that if you are picking Morgana into an engagement
I feel that
champion, you know what you're doing. I hope you know what you're doing. If you don't, then you're gonna have a big old egg on your face.
Yeah. We see the Alawi pick come in, which is really great for this out of Imagine Tempest. Really just comfortable champion for their top laner. Just about the only champion I believe they play comfortably from my experience playing them. I mean, they may be a bronze player, but can play up to a gold caliber level when needed when piloting this champion. So great pickup by the side of Imagine Tempest. And then some Cho'Gath being banned out. Maybe they think it was a jungle Poppy pick? That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Now I know, so from my understanding of how Poppy Jungle goes, at least from my solo queue games, they go for like Divine Sunderer or Eclipse or
Divine Sunder
Dark or Duskblade. Like they want to pop you.
Yeah. I think Divine Sunderer into a tank build is usually always going to be the best. Nico mid, nice pick there. I did realize they kind of counter-picked themselves in a sense, picking the Kai'Sa Nautilus into a Poppy.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because with the Kai'Sa, it's only the ultimate, so as long as it's not like Poppy engaging onto the Kai'Sa, I think it's fine. Because otherwise, the Poppy's almost not ever going to have the W up as the Kai'Sa uses her ultimate.
Right, and so Victor pick, so nice scaling pick here. And then a really safe top laner in the Gragas. I like it.
Now,
Now
technically, they can swap the Poppy and the Gragas, so it's probably it is most efficient for the Gragas to be top lane now.
Okay.
Ooh, Volibear. That's actually pretty good into the Poppy.
Yeah, I'd say so. Get an early advantage if Volibear can do. If I am the side of Imagine Tempest with that Volibear playing towards bot side all the time, try to get that Kai'Sa ahead, and then hopefully Nico can, outduel the Victor early and build themselves a lead, and then that top lane is just gonna be a battle of bruisers, just tank. Nothing much going on there. Alawi, I can't stand that champion. I just have to throw it out there. Alawi, the healing on that champion is so stupid.
Usually whenever I play into Alawi, I pick like a Darius to just make them choose if they actually want to commit to a fight or not.
Yeah, sadly, I'm one of the top laners who can't play any of the 5 like OP top laners right now, which is annoying. Like I can't play Tryndamere, I can't play Darius.
Can you play Graves?
I can play Graves, but
Okay,
Graves is
so
not
there
as
you
good.
go.
Yeah, but he's not as good now without Hullbreaker. I can play him, and he's fine, but
You don't
strength-
need Hullbreaker. You just go
You
double
don't.
lifesteal.
Yes, I do. I've been building that more recently, but I've just been playing Gnar and poking people out. First strike Gnar is pretty good into melee matchups. I've figured out. Yeah, just kind of throw the Q. Once you get your rage bar, throw the Q, E in, finish out ultim Q. It's like a nice 50 gold right there. If you're running first strike. And I'm really annoying, and I bring minion dematerializers so I don't miss any cannon there. Even though I don't need it, I just do it because I want to. Alright, and as the picks go out. Do you want to talk about the implications for this match, Anton?
So we've still got a little bit going in, but so this is the final match for the Noxian division, which will be determining seeding going into playoffs. So Imagine Tempest on the red side, they must win both games in order not only to make it into playoffs, but also they would get the number 5 seed, I believe. Or sorry, no, they would be guaranteed the 6th seed, and would be going up against. If I pull it back up again,
Imagine Shadows.
They would be playing against Orange Forge Academy. So Imagine Shadows and Sloppy Steaks as the number 1 and 2 seeds get a bye into the semifinals to await for their opponents. Meanwhile, if the Wise Elm wins this one game, they are slotted in at the number 5 seed no matter what, and the Misclicks would actually drop to the number 6 seed, leaving Imagine Tempest unable to make it into the playoffs with at maximum 2 wins.
I was actually unaware of that buy, so that's interesting. I think that's really cool.
Yep.
I wish we wouldn't have ran it down so early in the season. We started 0-4.
Which team is yours again?
Storm Riders.
Ah.
Yeah, last week, like I said, you actually casted the game, I think with Nolan. And yeah, you were very confused on my Scion pick. It was just blind pick Scion, and then they picked Alawi, and that's why I know he's actually a decent Alawi.
Ah.
Yeah.
You got smacked. You got smacked. That's what happened.
Yeah, I really did. It was not fun. If I would have remembered to have been Alawi, it would have been a lot easier. It was simply just I couldn't deal with the healing. We just never could gank the Alawi. And then the bot fell too far behind. But it's alright.
We are past these things now.
Yeah, sadly. I'm so salty about it. But it's alright. We have a pretty fun game ahead of us. I am curious as to what people think, like which composition is better, and I'm curious as to what you think, and I'll give my opinion after.
So I like blue sides a lot better. The curve that happens for blue sides comp is much better, I feel, than red sides, but ease of execution is probably on red sides more. Just because Alawi should be able to just smack the Gragas about a bit. Champions that allow you to just press R to win is arguably easier to play in the Noxian division. However, they also take time to scale for the red side more, I feel, because of that, namely the Kai'Sa and the Nico. Victor is really your only champion on blue side that actually takes time to scale. So I would say blue side.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, on your point of having easier to execute, I think their lanes are easier to execute, but I think team fight will always be easier for blue side, just given the fact that they have Gragas into Poppy. They're always going to ground all of them because they're dashing into you guys if you play it right. So I think team fight setup is really good for just have Jhin over top. Morgana can pick someone off. Victor can pick someone off. Really good pick potential too. I mean, it's really a battle of which. I feel like it's really a battle of which bot lane gets ahead first.
So, it's actually a good point with the Jhin ultimate. I feel like Jin's down here. Like, I'm sorry for dissing people down here, but like I feel like Jhin ultimates are used more defensively than offensively here. And what I say for that is they use it to initiate a fight rather than to actually clean up kills.
Fair.
So, like, let's take this Kai'Sa for instance. If she actually wants to go in, she can choose to go in. Whereas Jhin, the ultimates are vastly different for how they want to actually use them and how they're probably actually going to end up using them.
Right.
The Nautilus is much easier in terms of you just choose you want to go in, you go in. Morgana actually has to have timing. So I feel like bot side is red side favored.
Mm-hmm.
So long as Morgana can't keep up. But we're getting on into this. Chat, who do you think is going to win? YZelm on the blue side or Imagine Tempest on the red side? Eventually the screen will not be black.
Right.
There we go. Alright. Oh, everybody. So we have 3 people that don't have skins.
Mm.
Damn.
Tough, man. I mean, just by skin diff, you would think that blue side wins. That bewitching poppy skin is really interesting, I must say. Never seen it before.
Old Lollipoppy is the greatest skin ever made, and the fact that they remade it is just so depressing.
Boomer. No, yeah, I agree with you. Foreskin buff Jhin, yes. Okay. That is true. Alright. Whoa.
Yeah, the joke is that I'm the boomer of the group. Been playing this horrible game since season 1. And I'm only 28 years old. I hate this. We are taking our time loading.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's doing the same thing for you, right? Yeah, it's weird.
I may have to restart.
Same here.
Nocturnal definitely got buffed. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. It'll be faster this way. I apologize, chat. Nocturnal got buffed. Do I even have any?
Do I even have any of them as a friend? This might be a problem.
Hold up.
OP.GG.
Yeah, if you can get in. We're going to take a quick intermission, folks. We will be right back. I do apologize, folks. We are back in. Nocturne has finally turned the lights back on. We are in.
Alright, so you said you want to pause it too?
Pause at 2 minutes, yeah. So we do have a little bit of trading happening here in the bottom lane, but nothing too dastardly happening. And I'm at 2 minutes. Are we good?
Yeah, oh no, wait, let me go back to 2. Alright, cool.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's see. So, would you like to talk about how the early level 1 started out? Because you clearly saw it all.
Did I? I mean...
well, what happens from here? What are we looking to see from junglers?
Junglers, well, I mean, pathing opposite directions, I think. Volibear, as I said before the game started, wants to pass down towards this bot lane, get this Kai'Sa ahead. I could see, oh, they didn't win the level 2. I was going to say, if they win the level 2, I think Nautilus just goes right in.
Poppy's taking a very long time to clear her camps. She's at her third while Volibear's at blue Gromp.
I guess
Oh, Nautilus is going in onto this bottom lane. We do get a snare onto the Kai'Sa. Jhin is doing as much damage as he can. We do have the heal coming out from both of them. Now the Jhin is going to be ignited and flash forward from the Kai'Sa. And that will be first blood going down to the Kai'Sa. Now we got Morgana trying to make sure that she could get this Nautilus. Nautilus will probably have to flash away before the Morgana gets one last bit of damage onto him. But will be able to just Q out and save himself.
I think Volibear is going to try to gear that kill. But, in the meantime, just some farming in the top lane. Why does Speckham do this? It just randomly goes top lane.
Because people are fighting there. So you can click on another... if you push on your numbers, it'll go to different champions instead.
Right. Gotcha.
It's still forcing itself to go top lane for some reason, because they are in close proximity. Directed camera is broken, guys. So sorry. Let's go to other champions.
Why do I have Fog of War on?
Yeah, so just use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to see to go through the different champions.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, fair point on that slow clear by Poppy, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They're all still in the same camp count. The only difference is Volibear has his resetting Raptors now.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be slightly ahead. But, Alawi has a slight advantage in the top lane, which kind of to be expected. The Kai'Sa has a very large advantage. Got that first blood and is up 13 CS. I wonder how much gold they're up. 700? I can't do math. That's definitely 600.
Just a little bit of trading happening in the mid lane and bottom lane with the traps and the grenades. Nothing too crazy. I actually like something that the Gragas did. He started with tier, which is going to accelerate him. But we got a bunch of snares happening down onto the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Morgana did not use her shield, and pretty much took the worst end of that trade there for her.
Yeah, I mean, on the shield start, I think it's all. I think the shield start's fine. I think Doran's shield is always going to be really good. Oh my.
Now we have the Poppy coming in. Kai'Sa does not have her flash to get away. Now Nautilus actually did take the first snare from him, but they will be actually taking another snare, but now Jhin will be flashing forward to get this kill, and now Volibear is in hot pursuit of the Poppy. Poppy will be able to try to run away thanks to the Morgana using her Q onto him, but the Nautilus will not be able to get another Q off, and now will be having to force a flash away from the Volibear, and that will be a trade of 1 for 2 in the bottom lane. Can you keep up for this, please?
I'm sorry. I'm just like... I was just trying to figure out lane states. I mean, I think Jin's gonna be in a really good spot now, given that
the lane state is either we fight or we die.
Yeah, fair. Alawi's just gonna kind of, bonk, the fat man. How dare I call him a boy? You would think
He's
that,
just big boned, okay?
yes. You would think the side of Imagine Tempest should be able to secure this first Drake fairly soon. They have.
Gragas is looking for the all-in top lane.
Oh.
He has his E coming up in a second. He has the flash coming in. He's going to be... Oh, and he messed it up, but he got the Alawi flash anyways.
That's so depressing. Alright, Alawi's just gonna come back into this lane and win. Oh, wait, are they going AP Gragas?
So it's going to be an Everfrost on Gragas.
Yeah.
Just for more utility and lockup, so it's not not that bad.
Yeah. No, I think you can get away with it given that you have the Poppy too, so.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
There are better options, but
yeah.
it's fine.
We'll
work this out. We'll work it out.
I thought the Kaiser was gonna get caught there, but my eyes have deceived me.
Aren't you like 17?
Uh-huh.
And your eyes are already going, gosh.
I mean, hey, I wear glasses, I'm blind as hell.
Oh, I forget, not everybody's me.
Yeah, no. I am, like, the gamer kid that you see wearing glasses at his desk and just, like, nerded out.
Oh. We have fights happening in both both mid and top lane. However, the top lane battle is going to subside. Meanwhile, the mid lane, Nico actually forced the flash since the Victor used his ultimate. But now Nautilus is going in onto this Morgana. Does get a lot of damage onto her despite the Black Shield coming out. She wasn't able to Black Shield the initial Q and snare, so she did take a lot of rooted damage from that.
It's really interesting to see the Victor roaming out of lane. You never see that happen. Also, it's the side of the Wise Elm that is actually starting this first streak. It's really surprising.
Volibear chums charging in onto the side. We do actually have him leaving the pit though, so now the Poppy will be able to pick up the first dragon. She doesn't have her flash, so she's going to have to ult them out of here, and Nautilus will be picking that up with the Ignite. Trade of 3 people going down in that fight for the dragon. Overall, not worth it. I would say, not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But the Gragas going with the belly bop onto the Alawi, but didn't get her under tower, so no threat of killing here just yet.
I mean, nice. It was pretty flashy. Pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. But, I mean, those two kills going over the Volibear, I mean, it's going to accelerate Volibear early, but I'm always under the assumption that Volibear kills early is cool until 20 minutes, and then it's not so cool anymore.
Unless you're Blabber.
Right.
Because then you just don't die. Like,
right.
Like, what is this? That's not allowed.
No.
Meanwhile, Gragas is overstaying his welcome. He has no mana, no TP. He has no way of actually clearing these waves, especially when he uses the last bit of his mana for a W. So just back, my dude. Like, it's...
Gragas needs a jungler to just catch the next wave, or else Alawi will get another turret plate with the Paladin Demolisher.
Yeah, she's already gotten 2 so far. Meanwhile, we have the mid lane happening here, while Nico actually got the R off, but it was just to deter the Victor from going a little bit closer is all.
That was so depressing. Did she get stunned?
Yeah, she got... Technically, yeah. I think it's technically a root.
Is it?
Oh no, it is a stun.
I was gonna say, I thought it was a stun. This Volibear is uber ahead on this Poppy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what... I mean, Poppy doesn't clear that bad. I'm fairly surprised. It's like, what, 16?
Well, when she doesn't have a Bammies, she doesn't do any damage to camps, really. So, like, the thing is, she went from her red buff to Krugs, and it takes so long for her to do that before she has anything. So, instead of going to the chickens, which she should have. Meanwhile, we have the engagement happening onto the bottom lane. Morgana uses her R as they are both charging in. Now we have the flash Q coming in from Morgana, but she will be going down 2 beta links on this Kai'Sa. Now we have the top lane happening with the Poppy going in onto the Illaoi, and she will be going down to a quick 1-1 from bot and top lane. Meanwhile, as I predicted, we have the supportive ultimate here to try to just deter them, and only lands one of his ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, if you get that Kai'Sa there, it's really big for you, but yeah, you're not getting that Kai'Sa. She was behind a she was behind Aquaman, put it that way.
And like I said, like, it's on the Morgana to press her shield correctly. She has not been pressing her shield correctly. And it's, it's gotten them killed. So that's on her.
Yeah, and I mean, Imagine Tempest has built quite a good lead for themselves. Also, Illaoi has built Homebreaker, so Illaoi should theoretically just be unkillable in this game. Takes away some of the healing early, but Gragas will not be able to do anything whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you'll just get these next 2 turret plates with ease, but Illaoi should not overstay here. Poppy's there. Back up. Top lane ego. That's all I will say.
Top lane ego, no wards. Literally 0. Literally a big ol' 0 on that Gragas. Yeah. I just need to point that out. He actually has a vision score of 0. Jeez. You are 13 minutes in, sir. Place a single ward down.
To be fair, he has been pushed under tower.
To be fair, he could still place wards down.
True, but I mean, I guess he could put it in that bush behind him because he's, like I said, he's not been more than halfway through his lane.
I mean, at the very least, you could put it in that. Oh, but we have another engagement happening onto the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Nautilus doesn't have his ultimate just yet, but he just got it up just in time. Now they are charging with the Morgana, getting a lot of her burst damage onto the Kai'Sa, thanks to the Zhonya's keeping her alive long enough, and now the Nautilus will be leaving this one.
That's so annoying. Like, I feel so bad for Beta Link. That's so dumb. Remove Zhonya's from the game, man.
No. Oh, wait, what?
Huh?
Did I actually see that? Oh, that was cool. Alright. Also, Jhin technically could just walk up and kill the Nautilus if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to, apparently.
Yeah, no, it's, let the boy live another day. I will say...
Oh, there was a minion there! Gragas!
I mean, to be fair, I don't think it was lethal anyways. But
no, it was just to get a flash out.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hook onto the Victor. Victor looks to be going down with the ultimate coming on from the Volibear. And now Morgana does land one binding onto this Nautilus. And she will be able to help make sure that the Poppy does get out.
Imagine Tempest is playing to make playoffs.
They're going for it.
Yeah, they don't want to lose this game. I mean, of course, nobody wants to lose this game.
Nobody wants to lose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Like, because here's the thing. Like, the Wise Elm can lock in a better, easier playoff spot than having to deal with the team that's tied for second, effectively.
Yeah.
And Imagine Tempest wants to actually make playoffs, so hey,
Yeah, I mean, though the Wise Elm are in a much easier spot when it comes to that because they have 2 chances to secure higher seeding because they only need 1 win.
Yeah, they only need 1 win, whereas Tempest needs both. And their gold's only 3,000. It's only 3,000 gold ahead, but a lot of this is actually... Oh, actually, that's hot. That is hot. Oh, and now the flash comes out. Jhin doesn't have his ultimate quite yet. He actually used it earlier on the Nautilus. And now he's chugging them potions.
He used it defensively on the dragon. It's actually how...
Oh, really?
Yes.
There was a lot of fights happening. I apologize.
Yeah, no, it just didn't...
Kai'Sa, what are you doing? You don't have your ultimate. You don't have your... Okay, you have your ultimate. But your decision making costed Nautilus's life. That's on you. That one's on you.
they didn't know Poppy was there or Victor was. Why is Victor there?
Because Nico wanted the mid lane tower, and he had to give it to her.
Sure, I guess.
Meanwhile, top lane also, Alawi almost has her lane down as well. Ah, he didn't get the root off.
Oh, I just realized that is actually like so lethal if he can actually land the combo correctly.
Yep, but he did not. So
3 attempts, man. Thought third time was the charm.
Nico, hit the eyeball. hit the eyeball.
I mean, I feel like people are just so scared to trade help for anything.
Like, somebody actually said this. I mean, years ago. Again, boomer. But you have to treat your health as another resource, like your
Right,
mana.
of course.
And if you don't have health, you can't trade that resource, obviously. Similarly with mana. Meanwhile, we do have pretty much everybody's got their first completed items. Victor's got a garage sale of items right now. Meanwhile, we got the Volibear charging this Jhin.
Jesus.
He was gunning for that boy. Turbo Chem tank just trying to run him down, but got the flash as well. So now we got the flash engage onto the Morgana. Morgana doesn't have her shield anymore, but does have the Zanya's, and the ultimate will be taking her down. Still with the Volibear going to take it a 1-for-1 with the Poppy using her ultimate to get the Nautilus out.
That was a pretty...
Meanwhile, they technically could still try to go for this again. Nico's right behind them. If he decides to just turn, Nautilus just turned around to help the Nico!
No, he's just dead now. Oh, never mind. Wow, he should not have lived there.
No, he shouldn't have. Like, Nautilus, my dude, like, you actually didn't have to worry about it if you just turned around to help the Nico. Because the Vector didn't have a flash. You may not have known that. But it would have made it an easier job to have gotten her flash, and you wouldn't have had to use yours. So, hey, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, but the sneaky maneuvering from this Nautilus actually got around and got a sneaky backdoor on this Jhin.
I'm more concerned about the fact that Nautilus healed like 400 health in the span of...
There was a plant. So just over the wall from the blast plant bot side. There was a tree there.
Gotcha. I'm guessing it's Ocean Rift then? No, it's Cloud. What? Oh, okay. I guess I just don't remember spawn time or honeyfruit spawns.
It just happened to be there. Ah! He missed the cannon.
Who was that? Because I took it off directed cam for a second.
Gragas.
Ah. Yeah, Gragas.
It's not his game. It's not his game. He's down over 50 CS. He hasn't really got. He's gotten one help from Poppy, but it wasn't that much. Because I think. But we are looking to get this Rift Herald. Volibear does smite it to make sure he gets it, and now he's charging in onto them. Meanwhile, Morgana does kind of land this happenstance binding onto the Volibear, but will be able to just walk away.
That was just not worth it. Kaisa gets solo gold down bot. They're going to get the next dragon. They got the rift. Like, oof. A lot of gold being influxed into all parts of the map right now. If I'm the side of Tempest, not Imagine Tempest, the Wise I give this up, right?
Yeah, like here you just throw the ultimate out. It's only the second dragon. You don't have to die for it. Like, if the Jhin gets it, cool. If it doesn't, oh well.
Yeah. Which, there's no world that Jhin gets that. You know, just throw your Nautilus in front of the Jhin ults.
Yeah, the Nautilus, the Volibear's full health and armor tank. Like, you could just put those guys in front and Jhin won't ever get it.
I mean, you know, we were talking about the fact that Alawi is a bronze player, but as I said, give this man Alawi and, you know, can keep up with the gold player.
He does a gold 4 player, sir. Let's give him credit.
Okay. Still. Okay, fine. But still gold. You mean,
Yeah, just like
you
how
make
I'm
it-
still diamond, right?
I mean, hey, he was able to get out of Silver 1, which Silver 1 is a pain.
No, it's not.
Because
Getting out of
okay,
bronze is a
Bronze
pain.
1.
I'll
Yeah, I was
I'll
gonna say,
get
Bronze 1 is a pain.
bronze is actually horrible because there so in the bronze 1, bronze 2 area, you have a bunch of people that are just like on those bronze to challenger accounts, as well as you have people that are boosting those accounts from bronze to silver or gold. So like bronze is one of the hardest places to get out of.
Fair.
Silver's not. Silver's not. Silver is do you turn your brain on? If yes, you are able to get out of silver.
Yeah, I mean, my account's MMR is just pretty bad that once I got to gold, it was like I was gaining 15, losing 15. I'm just like,
Meanwhile, Alawi going and popping off onto these people, and they actually do a lot of damage to Victor. Almost died here.
the champion's dumb.
Meanwhile, they are trying to go onto this Morgana. Poppy gets the ultimate off onto the Volibear and the Nautilus, and will be able to escape. Now they are going to charge in onto the Kaisa, who kind of overstayed a little bit.
Yeah, just took one step too far. Might cost Miko her life. Nope. Okay, cool. Misstep. Get out. That was weird ult, but not what's told you.
Also, for those of you I insulted in silver, like, I'm sorry, but I had to turn my brain on to get out of silver. It was very difficult. As a top laner, it's very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's easier to carry low elos as a top laner, but
Oh, but now we have the engage coming in from the Volibear. He doesn't actually get going because the Poppy used the W. Meanwhile, Nico used her ultimate and got slowed just enough to not be able to actually get anything off. Meanwhile, we do have a scuffle going on continuing into this. Nautilus is going to be going down to the Gragas is getting a double kill. Meanwhile, Volibear is still charging in, but Kaisa is coming back in with the ultimate thanks to the Volibear getting a stun off. And now with a full health, Kaisa is going to be looking to get the final little bit of damage off onto the Poppy, but will not be able to finish her off, and will, however, turn back around to make sure to save the Volibear's life. A 3 for 2, I believe? Yeah, the 3 for 2 favoring Imagine Tempest.
hey, I mean, is this like Flabber and Silver?
Is-
He's 5-1 and 5, not too bad. No, he did not build Sunfire Aegis. I'm really confused why he did that and Flabber did that, but whatever.
Blobber's just a different breed.
I guess. But I do want to point out in that fight, the Volibear held out his ult just in time to not get stunned by the Morgana ult, which kind of saved his life in that fight, which is pretty great. And I think it's probably what won them that fight, because he wasn't locked up CC'd so that no one could burst him down. So, props to Volibear. I was going to read your username, but I didn't know how to read it.
Fozzie Bear, thank you for confirming my suspicions.
Let's see, what was it? Chat up. It's just, that's fair, I guess.
Have a bit of a lull here before we get on into the next dragon. 30 seconds remaining.
Hey, look at that, you finally got in a break.
Time to drink some water.
I mean, to be fair, we're averaging what, 1 kill a minute? That's not too bad.
No, we are under a kill a minute, sir.
Okay, fine. By 1 minute or 1 kill, whatever. Fine. 0.96 kills a minute. 96%. Whatever you want to say.
0.96.
Yeah, whatever. It's just close enough.
Yesterday we had over 2 kills a minute in like
Hey, that's
2 of our games, and I casted 4 of them, and we had like 2+ kills a minute. Actually, no, we had it in in 3 of the 4 games. The only one that didn't have that happen was the first game.
God bless your soul. That's a Baron window. They're all bot side. Okay. No, I guess not. Just clear out vision.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blue side doesn't do Baron fast at all, so there's no way they could ever sneak it. They actually have to kill both Volibear and Kaisa. After that, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean,
Meanwhile, we do have the engagement happening. Nico gets ulted away by the Poppy. Nautilus is going on to both the Gragas and the Jhin. Meanwhile, the Morgana is in the middle of the fight here, trying to stop everybody from dying, but it's too little too late. Volibear keeps charging in, gets a double kill, and now is looking to get a triple, but Kaisa stole that away from him.
I was gonna say, you can do one of two things here. You can either just try to enter bot, or you just go Baron. Which go Baron is probably the better.
Go Baron is better because you
I
have
mean, maybe
you have better pressure with a Kaisa for Baron than you do for just ending, because you don't have large enough range to just naturally go in with without Baron.
The only thing I could say that might have been just as good is get inhib then Baron. With super minion pressure, you could still probably get the Baron after.
Meanwhile, Jhin is kind of just like allowing himself to get smacked by these tentacles.
Yay.
Jhin obviously doesn't watch the internet.
Yeah, I mean, no need. Going back to what I was saying, you could sneak the Baron. No need to sneak the Baron. We could just win the fight. You know, Alawi stealing the red buff from Puppy, or I guess really from Jhin at this point of the game.
Also, would you like a fun fact about water?
Sure.
Fun fact: I switched from Sprite to water, and I lost over 40 pounds in the span of a year.
Nice. I mean, Sprite is pretty good though.
Without doing literally anything else. I do not exercise.
Yeah. I mean, hey, whatever works.
Yep.
You know?
I'm now back under 200. Feels great, man.
Yeah, I'm very light. I'm only 5'9", 148.
I'm 5'7".
Huh.
I high school was the good years where I hovered around 150-ish. Meanwhile, we do have the engagement happening with the Volibear chasing both the Morgana and the Jhin to distract them from the Gragas going down. Now the Volibear will ult onto the Victor, with Kaisa collecting both of those. Now we have the ultimate coming out from the Poppy going on to the Nico alone. And now Kaisa will dive under the tower, taking aggro away from the Alawi, and will be going down. Now they're going to be re-engaging without their AD carry, but I think they still have this. But we do have another shutdown coming on from this Volibear, going over 700 gold to this Morgana, with another kill going down onto the Nautilus. Jhin is just cleaning house with this one, but Alawi does get another tentacle onto the Jhin, and will be slowly but surely getting back into the fountain. And very good base defense from blue side. You know, you still lost 3-3, but that's 3 Barons that are down now.
Yeah, if I'm the side of Imagine Tempest, I'm going for that top tower. But they decided to just leave. You don't even need to hit the tower. You just kind of buff up the minions and it dies.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's neither here nor there.
I think
they got 2 inhibs.
they got a little excited.
Yeah.
With after the Kaisa dies, you kind of just go, okay, we just go back home now. All right, let's.
Oh, Nautilus has futures market. That's cool. Whoa, Nautilus is down 1,000 gold to the enemy support. That's actually kind of funny.
That's because Morgana actually got the shutdown on the Volibear.
Right. Forgot about that.
Meanwhile, we have the Hex Flash coming out from the Nautilus onto the Morgana. Morgana is in no man's land. She is being hunted down by both Nautilus, Kaisa, Nico, and the Volibear. Just leave me alone. I'm in my alcove. This is my safe place.
Nope. Just death.
Just death. Okay.
Yep.
Sag. Sag. Can I have one Sag? I ask for one Yike and or one Sag. Instead, red side will be taking this final Cloud Dragon and getting the soul for that. Not really the best, but you know, good.
Good for Volibear.
Good for Volibear.
And Kaisa.
Well, so it increases out of combat movement speed and slow resistance. The soul, I don't remember what the soul does.
The soul
10% movement speed plus an additional 50% after you use ultimate. So doesn't really do anything for their team, honestly. Like, Nico is probably the most beneficial since she can actually charge in with her ultimate now.
Well,
Now we got the ultimate coming out. We do have immediate death for the Morgana. Kaisa using her ultimate to go in. Meanwhile, Jin does manage to take out the Alawi because he went a little too far away from the Kaisa. Nautilus actually has to flash away from everything before he goes down. Kaisa is almost down as well. She has about 10% HP, but already down with one shot of the ultimate from Jin. Now we have the Volibear using his ultimate to get out and safely before anything else bad happens. And with that, that's actually very good, losing only a support for the two of the bigger threats from the red side.
Yeah, I just think it's really crazy how Alawi just gave over 600 gold for that death while not even having taken part of the kill before that.
Yep. Before her first death, she actually was 0-0-0. She literally has done nothing.
But has a bounty.
But she has a bounty because she Flame Horizon. He actually has almost double exactly the CS of the Gragas.
Yeah, 280 would be double. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Excuse me.
All good.
But yeah, that's kind of insane. Like,
hey, it's your lowest. Like, I'm sorry to keep pointing it out, but it's your lowest ranked player with the highest CS in the game. That's actually kind of cool. I like it.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That makes you feel good. That just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
God, it's going to suck even more now if they actually lose. It's like, to be a Debbie Downer. I mean, with the Alawi pulling pressure, they can't respond to this Baron, so they have to commit all 5 to the Alawi, because they're not going to get to the Baron now at this point. Meanwhile, Gragas overshooting his ultimate to get the Alawi back in onto the team. Does get 4 tentacles out with her ultimate, but she is going to be going down too fast for her to be able to actually do anything. And will be going down in this fight here without taking anybody. So very good catch onto them. You know, they've got 4 people with Baron, but that's okay. We took out a very big problem, and it only costed us our Gragas and Victor ultimates. Meanwhile, Victor just kind of rocks right into the Kaisa and gets blown the fuck up. But it's too little too late now because Poppy goes charging in to try to get another kill onto her. But Jin got gunned down by this Volibear, just charging straight at him. And that'll be another quick kill for them. 3 down and nothing to stop them from taking game 1 of this series. Volibear charging in with his ultimate onto the Morgana, and everybody should just be hitting this goddamn Nexus. And they finally do. The ending of this game, 41 total kills in 34 minutes.
That's a slow clap for Imagine Tempest. They live to fight another day, or another game, I guess.
Another game, because they are literally... They have to run the whole table.
Whoever wins this next game gets in the playoffs.
Yep. So it's all coming down to the last final game of the season for the regular season. We're going to take a quick intermission while we get set up for game 2. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this banger of a game. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are in game 2 of this game, or of this draft. Once again, we do have Imagine Tempest on their last leg to make it into the playoffs. Meanwhile, on the red side, they're also still fighting for their spot too.
Whoa, they took the Alawi.
Wait, they
got
actually
the same bands.
wait, they got the Alawi again.
No, they didn't. Right? Did they? Oh, wait, they did. What?
They actually got Alawi again.
Oh, but they're picking Urgot into it. That's actually a counter pick. That's smart.
I feel like Alawi just destroys Urgot because he only has one direction to dash effectively, to dash towards you.
You know, maybe now that Hullbreaker's nerfed, you're probably right.
I feel like you just don't care that he dashes into you and flips you, even if he does flip you.
Yeah, the reason Urgot's so good in there is it's really easy to take out her tentacles. And every time she dashes into you, you kind of just
like they just realized, oh wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Hayari's is like, oh wait a minute, I'm an idiot. We allowed this to happen again.
Yeah.
Hayari's, come on man, you've been around the block a year or two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, salty run back?
The salty run back.
Oh, wait. That's different.
That's an int.
I agree.
I think picking Vayne this early is just a big fat int.
I mean,
cuz like Vayne I feel like is an R5 pick unless you're planning to put a top lane.
Right. I think that if you see the enemies playing Kai'Sa Nautilus, I don't know, honestly, I wouldn't even mind a Senna like Tomkin play.
Yeah, but we're not going to get that here. You could do something like you could do even something like just annoyance like Ashe Brand or something like that. Like cuz Vayne actually has to pop off to be able to do anything even into this comp. And here you could just put an assassin mage mid laner like a LeBlanc or something, and now Vayne doesn't get to play the game. Yeah.
Now,
you pick Taric and you think, yeah, he can protect her, but it takes like 2.5 seconds for her to be protected. So like, does he really protect her?
See, one thing that I know I like to do a lot is whenever you pick Urgot, play around the Urgot, even pick. You're gonna think I'm stupid for this, but pick Ivern. And just kind of have Urgot Vayne carry. You don't need anybody else.
Well, at that point, just go full send and get Ivern and Rengar in there too.
I was gonna say you can play Ivern mid, pick Rengar play jump. Just full C9. That would be fun.
But we have the Nico pickup for the Imagine Tempest. They're basically just running. Are we actually just running it back? Okay, Volibear is banned, so they have to pick a different jungler. Last few seconds. And it's Warwick.
Yay! The number one. Like,
another furry.
Easiest jungler, yeah, the easiest jungler to play. Or
it's just another furry.
Jungler.
It's just another furry.
And they picked the.
And they pick Victor again. You guys are boring.
I don't.
You're actually boring.
I don't agree with that pick. You don't have any engage. You can stay alive for 2.5 seconds. Sure, your Vayne can maybe kill Alawi, but that doesn't matter if you're suppressed by Warwick. You were a one-threat comp.
Yep.
Unless Urgot gets ahead. And
No, Victor. Vayne, Victor are the threats.
Well, I don't think Vayne. I don't even say Victor because I don't think Victor will get ahead. Just because, given it's the same matchup. And maybe
he actually, you're. I think you're having like rose-colored or rose-tinted glasses because Victor was actually doing very well, in his lane against the Nico.
Maybe I remember anything wrong.
Because he was actually burning her flash numerous times without having to burn his, so he was actually doing just fine. The Volibear was able to get ahead of the Poppy and was able to have better rotations. So like the biggest thing is probably the Poppy needs to change her pathing, because she went from red, Krugs, chickens, and then by that time, Volibear had already cleared his 4th camp and was going for a gank. So, so either she needs to change her pathing, which if she wants to start red again, that's fine, or he needs to ward his top river, because that's what the Volibear is going to be coming from. Like, I know that this is a foreign concept for some junglers, but what you can do is you go to the top river, or bottom river, whichever one, and you put a ward down in that pixel bush. And before minions spawn and your camp spawn, you back to get a sweeper.
I thought most junglers did that.
Neither jungler did that last game.
No, I was gonna say, whenever I get jungle, I usually ward the enemy buff that I know they're not gonna be at. Because I'll play Volibear, I'll ward the enemy buff that I probably know they won't be at, and if they are, then, well, I might die. But I'll ward the buff they're not gonna be at, I go back, I get sweeper, then I make sure to sweep my way into the jungle. If I see a ward on the way in, I'll go do my buff. If I don't see a ward, then I'll just steal their buff, whichever side it's on, plus another camp. I think that's just the best way to try to get the biggest advantage early game. Yeah, early game junglers are pretty OP.
Yeah.
Hence why I think Warwick will have a pretty fun time on the side of Imagine Tempest. I think Warwick will have fun time because even if his laners don't have push early, which they probably won't other than topside. Actually, that's not true. If Nautilus and Kaisa get level 2 first, then they kind of just
run the lane. They just run the lane.
Yeah, right.
Because like even if Vayne Taric gets level 2, it's not like they have actual kill threat with it.
No, unless they overstep on the side of Imagine Tempest.
And even then, it's like Nautilus just doesn't care, and Kaisa should be able to just literally walk away. So there's literally no threat from them getting level 2 first. Yeah, you would back up a bit just to wait until you get 2, but really it's just bot favored for Tempest.
Yeah. And now I'm curious, I wonder, does the Wiseom's top laner play Darius at all? Because I would assume Darius beats Alawi, right?
Darius goes even with Alawi.
I mean, okay, but better than Gragas. And
better than Gragas. Definitely better than Urgot. Graves is very good. Jace is very good.
Tryndamere, you think would be okay?
Tryndamere is not good. Tryndamere is not good. No.
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking like random OP champions.
No, so the reason why those two are good is because they don't. So Jace is ranged and can go melee to change how Alawi is set up, whereas Graves, his dash is not vital to his trading prowess against the Alawi, in a sense that he doesn't need it to engage, he can use it to just reposition himself.
Yeah.
Since he can get the cooldown back off of it just by auto-attacking. So Alawi would miss a lot of her trading power just because of that dash. Jace keeps the distance large enough that Alawi can't contest a lot. Tryndamere does not have those same benefits because, one, he is melee, so he would actually have to fight against her. And he does, while he does have an inherent heal, Trend hard counters Alawi. I don't believe you. Because he...
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, he could face tank her ult and potentially even out heal her by the end of it.
Okay.
But I'm not actually sure. I haven't played the matchup, given that I don't play either of the champions. I would say if you're a good Gnar, you can probably go even in the matchup. I'm just trying to theory craft, like, what would have been... What?
Because, so, the reason why I think of it is that Trinimir has to fully commit into the Alawi. Yes, post 6, then Trinimir basically wins almost every matchup.
Yeah, I just picked Malphite into him.
Okay, so the Mord, I actually understand why Mordekaiser beats Alawi with the ultimate just taking away all the tentacles that are available to her.
Fair.
So, stealing that, her actual way of beating you. Um,
I just don't like the way Mord affects the game, so every time that I will ban Mord, because most people already banned Trinimir, so... this is just not fun to play against. Yeah, that's fair. Alawi is I still don't like Alawi. Granted, I play tanks. I used to play tanks a lot of times, so I play Simon to Alawi, and I'm just like, yay, I can tank your ult, but you're just going to heal more than I can, so you're just going to kill me at the end of it. It's going to be a long, slow, painful death.
but here we go in. Chat, who do you believe is going to win? Imagine Tempest on the blue side or the Wise Elm on the red side? Let's get in. Hopefully the client doesn't Nocturne ult us.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. Let's see. Hey, are the skins counts better this game? The skin counts are 1 better this game.
Yeah.
I mean...
If we're in, we'll just pause at 15.
Yeah, I'm not in yet.
If and when. Let's take a look at these mastery scores from everybody real quick.
Imagine Tempest has a lot of 7s.
Poppy has the most at 250,000.
Apparently a lot of Tarek's played by this guy. I just don't think Tarek's good, personally. I think Tarek tops fun sometimes.
I'm sorry, folks. It's as you can see, we are loading.
Sort of. Stuck at 0.
So, who here is playing Elden Ring?
I actually don't play Elden Ring.
Unable to download spectator data? Alright, well, that is interesting.
Alright, back to OP.G. I think just
you can just spectate off of me.
Yeah.
From client here.
Gotcha. I just think that spectator lobby thing is broken.
Again.
Yeah.
Riot, I know you like to innovate. How about you innovate a working client?
I mean, they gave $12,000 to, Champions Q winner, so I guess they're doing something.
Alright, we are actually loading. I'm actually loading in now. I'll pause it at 15.
Alright. Gonna say you might want to just let it play out because I'm still loading in. Oh, never mind.
Okay, I'll pause it at 20.
There. Cool.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. I just want to look at runes real quick. Is there anything weird? No.
Urgot taking Conqueror is interesting.
That is weird. Yeah, I think PTA is better, especially because you probably don't want to take extended trades with Alawi.
No.
Ever.
No.
So, I don't agree with Conquer, but I guess. Whatever. It's good for fights, like team fights.
Also, I don't know how I feel about Lethal Tempo Vayne. Because, like, it's fine, but wouldn't you rather have Halo Blade so you can actually get your 3-hit passive?
I mean,
because otherwise you're probably going to die. Otherwise, I feel.
I think the side of the Wise Elm, you're probably just trying to team fight because you have Tarek, even though your composition's not really built for it. You probably just want to fight. So I don't disagree with the lethal tempo. It's just going to make laning a little bit harder.
You just have no trading power, sir.
Yeah, I mean, you have team fight power. Yeah, you just have no trading power. So you're right. It's going to be a very dominant lane for the Kaisa Nautilus duo, I feel. If they get 2 first, this lane could just be unplayable for the Vayne side.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, I don't know if anyone in chat will agree with me, but I just think Vayne's a bad champion.
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, Vayne Lulu was pretty cool. But I feel like Vayne is made by whatever support she's played with, or whatever trading group.
Oh, we are having the engagement happen here, bottom lane. Just a little bit of trading. Got a Guardian proc from the Tarek. The Aftershock will be up sooner.
They actually kind of lost that engage, interesting enough, but they get level 2 first.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a flash out of Vayne and the heal from it with the Nautilus, but Nautilus now kind of stuck under tower there a little bit.
Okay, so 2 things. Vayne used heal early. Healed basically nothing. And the flash was fine. And Nautilus kind of just went a little bit too far, but that's alright.
Yeah, so because of this... Meanwhile, we do have the Poppy coming in here onto the bottom lane. We do have the Condemn onto her, and the Vayne actually will be getting first blood off on this Nautilus.
And now this lane gets interesting. And maybe, no, well, and this is where Urgot wants to cry. She gets level 3 and just like, why? I will say Urgot level 9 is fine because he just kind of spams W. And like I said, kind of deletes the tentacles.
Yep.
But Alawi will win this matchup early, for sure. There is no doubt about it. Alawi, I guess, is giving up some CS to pressure the Urgot in lane, because theoretically Urgot should pick all.
Oh, but we have the Poppy going in early here. Actually, nice play with the W. Being able to escape that just fine.
Fun. Urgot has no mana.
He has enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's no abilities.
The Corrupting Pod is available, so that's fine.
Whoa, wait, really? When Corrupting Pot start? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't... I guess. Sustain. That's kind of what you want into this lane. That's fine. I'm not going to blame it. That was bad.
That was a bad idea. Like...
You just face tank too much damage. You let her pop her full passive. Ugh. Ooh, lane gank maybe. Nope, never mind.
No, we're just going back to our jungles.
Yeah. Alright, that's fun. That's fine. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool that the Poppy got something done early. Compared to the Warwick.
So Vayne actually went pickaxe, which monetary is fine. Oh, we got the flash engage from the Urgot, actually getting a nice couple of tower shots onto her, and down goes the Alawi.
Alawi's gonna hate this lane for the next like 2 minutes because Urgot's gonna get level 6 first, and he might be able to kill her again.
I think that she just got caught under tower. I think that that's all that was.
Yeah, no, I do too. But I think that if the top laner plays this out right, Urgot can be 2-0, up about 20 CS in the next 2 minutes. And that's not gonna happen because he's going to back.
Yeah, he just pushes out the lane because we are the mindless top laners, as we do.
But, I mean, you know Dragon's up, and it just spawned, so the jungle's probably opposite side of the map. You have Prio in lane. Your mid's even. Like, I don't know. If I'm there, I'm pushing my advantage to get 6. You didn't even shove the lane completely out. So, I don't know. I'm staying there.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that your top laner opponent is bronze, so he is not going to know how to freeze it either, so it's fine.
I guess. But still, once again, you allow Alawi to get level 6 first, and that advantage you once had is not there.
Oh, but we have the Poppy going in onto the Warwick. Warwick does get his Q off the heal just a little bit, and now it's trading back onto the Poppy. Nico is charging in with the Nautilus, charging up his Hex Flash, and is going to get over to the wall, and now he's got to use the Blast Plant to get him back over as well. Now we have the Ignite coming out in mid lane for the Nico onto the Victor, and Victor will be able to just walk away. Oh, but Victor will actually have to flash as he kind of outpositioned himself a little bit.
That was very interesting. As you pointed out, Victor getting a slight lead in the mid lane, which is nice. Vayne is caught up from that 15 to 30 CS lead, now only a 7 CS deficit. Urgot is playing the lane out just fine, you know. Just doing Urgot things. We'll fall behind in CS a little bit with the Vayne having Cryo, but it's alright. Yeah, no, overall, kind of a boring game for Noxus. Watch me jinx it.
That's fine. My lungs appreciate it. Thank you. Like, both teams are going to be playing super passive, I think, in this game, even though they shouldn't be. Because both teams want to make playoffs, and, you know, neither team wants to be the have a player that's the reason why they didn't make it. I know my team didn't. I'm the reason why my team didn't make it. I decided to absolutely just run it down in our final 2 games where we only needed to win 1 game.
Yikes.
And we would have guaranteed like 3rd seed if we won either of them. We were literally in the same position that the Wise Elm is in.
Right. Is it going to be a CEAL trend?
No, it better not be. She couldn't get the last auto off. I think if she ults, she just actually just kills him. But I don't think he realized that either. So, it's fine.
Look, Alawi traded health to, I mean, okay, cool. Bot has Trial. They get the first dragon again, which is cool.
Alright, so
yeah,
Wise Elm will be taking that first dragon. Next is an Ocean, so we're going to get a very good soul for this game. Either, I'm going to call either Earth. I'm going to call Earth.
I'm calling Hextech.
So before they introduced Hextech and the Chemtech dragon, I could actually predict with a 100% accuracy which dragon it was going to be after second dragon spawns.
You're...
Like, on stream, I would 100% predict it out of, like, 20 different predictions.
Can chat confirm this?
Most of chat, I think, wasn't there during that time.
Oh, dang. Sad.
Shadow... If Shadow is in the chat, he can definitely confirm it.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, so far this game's looking pretty... I mean, I'd say if you're the side of... Whoa, I can't remember team names. If you're red side, you're feeling pretty good about this game.
Ooh, good flash from the Kaisa. Meanwhile, Poppy uses her dash into the wall. Now they're going to heal and to get the last little bit of damage. Poppy does cancel her ultimate, and that'll be another death for this Nautilus for the Vayne picking it up. Now we have the last little bit of damage. And the smackdown coming at you live.
I mean, nice play on bot side. And then
nice play on bot side. But yeah, like this is a very gruesome match for top side.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd say the Urgot's playing it out pretty well. They just finally had jungle assistance on the side of Alawi. At this point, if you are on the side of Imagine Tempest, you probably just want to play toward that Alawi, make sure that Urgot doesn't have Slip Push pressure.
Oh, we have the engagement onto the Poppy. Poppy will immediately be dropped after the amount of damage. Oh, but Kaisa is going to check right into that bush, into the vein, getting our 3rd kill of this game.
Okay, this is getting kind of scary for the side of Imagine Tempest then. How much gold does this vein have in pocket at the moment?
Probably 1,200.
1,500? 1,500? 800 gold ahead. Oh, that's completed. Yeah, that's a completed item. I'm back. Item and maybe boots? Tier 1 boots.
And a dagger? No, just a...
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Ooh, Alawi is feeling herself right now. They're looking for this.
No! Creep missed.
Meanwhile, Warwick actually did pick up the rift, so they're going to be looking for a dive here.
Oh, this is so bad.
Urgot does not have his ultimate available yet, so they are going to be looking to go for this. Meanwhile, Warwick actually did grab turret aggro, and he will be going down! Now Poppy is coming in up here onto the top lane. Does get out of turret aggro before the last minion falls, so Alawi will be able to get out of there.
Poppy didn't chase that. I'm very surprised. I mean,
She doesn't know the ultimate cooldown, I think, is the thing.
Yeah.
She knows that neither jungle nor top use their ultimate, so
Right.
she probably thought that it was available.
Yeah. I mean...
It was a couple
overall,
seconds off, to be fair, so...
Yeah, true. Like 10 or something like that. So, not too bad. I mean, overall, I think if you're on the side of Imagine Tempest, you just kind of... You did slightly win that. I don't know why. I just feel like you did. I think putting the Alawi further ahead is very good for you. And okay, you give Urgot another kill.
Aww.
20 CS.
Boo.
What is Urgot building?
Oh, we have the engagement happening on with the Nautilus. Nautilus is going in with a Hex Flash. Now we have the ultimate coming out from the Taric. Meanwhile, Vayne retaliates with her own ultimate, but Warwick is going in with the double fear taunt onto Vayne and onto Taric. Oh, but we have another death happening for them. Meanwhile, Kaisa goes in for one more auto attack, but doesn't actually get it. And they will be getting another engagement happening here with the Victor. This is going from bad to worse for Imagine Tempest. Meanwhile, the Victor will be picking up both of the bottom laners here.
That's all I can do. Just scream. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the scoreboard is wrong, huh?
Yeah, let me fix that. I apologize. I did not fix in between. That's my B.
But I will say, if you're on the side of Imagine Tempest, you do have one bright spot, and that's the Alawi this game. The Kaisa is, pretty far behind. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, Kaisa's very far behind right now. She is keeping up with the Mythic at least.
Yeah.
So that is very good, but you need to start respecting the turret.
Yeah, I will say Kaisa has 300 gold back in her pocket because she has those boots.
So I think what they need to do is actually just send Warwick immediately to top lane right now. Have him drop the Rift Herald so that way Alawi breaks it, which forces them to start wanting to send more people up to her. Because
right.
Urgot isn't... He's just surviving at this point. So
Right.
you want to get Alawi to have some pressure to back it off from the bottom lane. Because Victor's now starting to roam more. The Poppy is roaming more to bot lane. So just send the Warwick top lane to kill off the turret, push the Alawi in more. Yes, you're sacrificing your Alawi in exchange for map pressure for the bottom half.
Yeah. And I mean, this is only the second Drake of the game, so it's not a terrible idea.
Or drop it mid lane because it's about to fall anyways. So like you
Right.
need to drop the Rift Herald regardless. You have about 10 seconds to make your decision. So it needs to be dropped in mid lane, I guess, now at this point. But he's going to not even do that because he's not paying attention to his timer.
I think he's gonna go mid lane now because he got the purple flicker on his screen.
Yeah, he just paid attention to it. So they are dropping it mid lane instead, which is fine. So here comes the dragon. We do have the ultimate coming out from the Nautilus. Warwick immediately gets punted back out. And you are correct about...
He smited so early. Oh, he gets okay. I guess
Yeah, he had to take a stab at it.
Yeah.
But you are correct with the Hex Dragon.
Ah, yes. Nice. Always fun to be right.
Yep.
Let's see.
I all honestly feel that instead of Trinity Force, that the Alawi should go for Divine Sunderer in this game.
Poppy Urgot? Yeah, I agree. Poppy Urgot, and then you have Tarek? Yeah, I totally agree with
I
that.
I think Sunderer is better this game than Trinity Force.
Yeah,
but that's
you
just
don't really
me.
value.
Oh, but we have the engagement here happening for the into the Victor. Victor ending up having to flash. Meanwhile, the Nico is going to have to flash away from for herself, but does actually trade 1-for-1 before the Poppy does clean it out. And Victor actually is the one who got the kill on there. So, good job from Victor.
I was gonna say Alawi definitely went out on that until he got the kill back. Because I was gonna say this 450 gold to none, or to what 75, 100.
300.
Well, I'm saying had he not gotten the kill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would have been about 100. About 100. But here we have the flash going in for the Urgot. Alawi does have her ultimate still. Kind of an end here, I think. Just kind of like angrily charging at her. She's going to use her E, going to probably use her ultimate soon too, but actually chooses not to. Doesn't have enough mana to continue this fight, it feels. She definitely did. She definitely did, but she chose not to.
Yeah, no, you would have thought she would have used it, because you see all those tentacles up where they were fighting.
Oh yeah, she had 2-3 tentacles already, plus the whatever it's called, or that spells like effigy. The spirit.
Yes. Yeah, no, she definitely could have had like lethal damage on him had she just popped ult.
Meanwhile, Tarek does go in onto Kaisa. Nautilus knocks him up to make sure that they get away from that, and that is a downed ultimate from both supports. Warwick just casually strolling along through the mid lane towards bottom half.
Oh, Warwick's running.
Yeah, like they very clearly see him because they still had the scuttle. So that just tells red team to just go for the Rift Herald.
Yep. I mean, all in all though, it's a 9-4 game.
It's not that bad actually. Like
no, it's 500 gold or 600 gold difference.
But the thing is, well, the real big problem is that the gold difference is because of top lane versus 80 carries, and it's so much more valuable for the Vayne to have it right now. Like Vayne is a bad champion in my opinion, but like when she's ahead, she's still a problem.
Right.
Meanwhile, we do have the engagement happening for this bottom lane. Nautilus actually hooking on to both of them, and does actually go and get her 80 carry killed. Meanwhile, Victor with the TP from behind, they engage and take down both bottom laners. This is 2-0.
Yikes.
Oh, so since you're spectating, would you like to know a neat trick?
Sure.
Press Control-Shift-Z and then scroll out.
Oh, right. I've been told this so many times, but I forgot to do it.
Meanwhile, we did have the teleport coming in from the Urgot into the mid lane, and they are able to pick up the Nico, trying to get some damage on that tower, if not the tower itself.
Huh.
And with that, they will be dropping the Rift Herald and be taking their second tower, with that being down in the mid lane. And it's looking very favored right now for the Wise Elm taking this game, with a second charge coming out, getting a lot of damage down.
Malawi might be able to get this tower.
She's not going to be able to get the tower. Victor's Vayne's coming up to clean house. She stayed her welcome.
Sad.
Like if Victor actually ran up there instead of backing, she just dies. So,
yeah. I mean, next Drake spawns in 29 seconds. You figure if you're the side of Imagine Tempest, you probably want to fight for it at this point. You are down a lot, but you're not down that much in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. I just feel like you have to fight it. The item difference between the ADCs is going to be a really big problem, though.
Kaisa will be able to help make sure that they get this kill. Now the Blolly Poppy will actually get a nice condemn onto Kaisa, but now Poppy is going to flash away from both the Nautilus And Warwick is trying to get the last little bit, but the ultimate from Tarek comes out just in time to save the Poppy's life.
That's just unfortunate.
That's
There's nothing else
that's
to
just
say.
Nox's baby.
Oh.
Now we're in that Fiesta territory. Let's see here. I say this on stream a lot. A CEAL Classic is when it's 1 kill a minute. A CEAL Fiesta, it's when it's 1.5 kills a minute.
Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't reached that.
We have not gotten there just yet, but I feel like it's about to get to there real quick.
Quite possible, quite possible. Urgot is still hard losing the side lane though. Wait a minute, hold on, I have to call out something. Urgot built Hullbreaker? That's bad. Very, very bad. Big no-no. Don't do that. Hullbreaker is just not good on Urgot anymore. He's a ranged champion. It's not
Oh,
like
but now we have the engagement happening onto the top lane for Ilawi. She does actually get punted back with both the Urgot and the Poppy, and they will be able to take her down with a shutdown going to the Urgot.
No, she went Triforce. Divine 1v9. Triforce. Ugh. I just don't see the value in Triforce this game, considering if it's a Gnar, sure, maybe. You value the attack speed. I just think Divine...
So you value the stats that come with it while staying in combat, whereas Divine Sunder is immediate results.
Right.
Like, in this kind of a comp, you're not expected to continue fighting, and even if you do, I don't think that the Conqueror's stats... I feel like the Conqueror stats are enough for that continued fighting.
Yeah.
Versus your Kaisa dying to a Poppy with Divine Sunderer. See, this is what Divine Sunderer does. It makes tanks unkillable, and they just kill you.
Yeah. Kind of sad. It really is. Hate the item. I build it all the time though.
As LS says, Hullbreaker is such a bait item for players.
I think Hullbreaker is...
Now we have the engagement with the Ilawi going down, probably to the Vayne here. You have the exhaust already coming down, but the Urgot will nom onto this Ilawi. And now Ilawi is feeling bad.
Yeah, there goes the gold lead. It's now even.
2 quick kills.
Yeah, Baron.
Baron, you have a pretty good AD carry in Vayne with having both the Kraken and Ginsu's already.
Alawi, you can't TP into this fight. Yeah, they don't even.
They don't even know that it's. They probably know that it's happening, but there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, they just pinged it. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, Warwick is heading there too little, too late. They have a lot of good coverage of their wards. I just want to point out the ward coverage real quick.
Yeah.
But despite that, it's in spite of the Tarek, because Tarek has a vision score half as good as the Nautilus.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm just trying to find an avenue of how Imagine Tempest gets back into this game. And, I mean, I just keep going back to it has to be Alawi, but they don't play around Alawi. Last game was so crucial, and I think Alawi was probably the most pivotal player in that game because she was able to absorb so much pressure. But now that there's an Urgot, can't really absorb that much pressure because Urgot will just kind of sit there and not die. Also, Urgot went Gore Drinker. Why? Whatever. I'm not gonna judge it. Yeah. I miss Stridebreaker having a dash because when it had a dash, I thought that was like the most OP item on Urgot.
It was a great item because it enabled so many champions that got demolished by the new item changes, because Gale Force was an item that basically every AD carry can build.
Yep.
And Stridebreaker allowed those top laners that now can't viability.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have a Poppy collapsing onto this Alawi here. Victor is doing a very good job at the bait. Alawi doesn't even realize it. It's already too late. Poppy is going to condemn him into the wall. Now she's going to use her ultimate to try to survive this fight, but they're already going to take her down. The FG goes down for the Poppy, and Poppy gets dropped to about 10% HP. Meanwhile, they are charging into this, but it's a little questionable considering that everybody is down here, but Nico is on the wrong side of this one. She's going to immediately ult and actually get just chunked by this Vayne. Meanwhile, on the other side of this fight, we have Victor going in with all the damage and support of this Taric. Warwick does use his ultimate to try to help kill the Taric, and Taric doesn't even go down thanks to all the healing that he had available to him. And that will be Dragon Soul going over to red side.
Dragon Soul, potentially in an inhibitor tower.
Or no, we won't even get that because the surrender vote comes in. It was a 4v5 technically, and it's already done. That is it for Imagine Tempest. The series for them this season is over. And with that, the Wise Elm will be moving on into the playoffs as the number 5 seed, with them knocking down the Misclicks into number 6.
Well, Wise Elm, I guess I'll be seeing you in the first round of playoffs.
Let's see if we can get a post-game interview from the Wise Elm.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Alright. I'm going to be moving our interviewee into here, like so. Rio of the Wildfire.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yo.
Congratulations on making it into playoffs as the number 5 seed. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So game 1 definitely did not go to plan. How was game 2?
Oh, game 2 was amazing. It was pretty exciting. We wanted to match what the enemy team was putting forward, so we just went in. We wanted to play aggressive. We wanted to play our style, and it worked out.
I think you guys did just that. I mean, the beginning of the game, it did feel as if, both teams were kind of just feeling each other out again, but then you guys kind of did blow it wide open, which is great. I do have a question, though. It's referring to the Alawi pick. Any specific reason why you guys decided to run the same bands back and not take away that pick at all?
Yeah. Hires is playing top lane. He was really confident in being able to match his push with Urgot. And so, it's what you do with teammates. You go and support him. He was confident about it, and so we gave him the go-ahead.
I'm going to be blunt with you. I think that confidence is a little bit misplaced after he,
I'll agree with that.
if he, as you'll probably go back and watch the VOD, he got his shit pushed in.
I was going to say he got mollywopped is how I describe it.
You know what they say, guys? It's a team game. He was able to take the pressure off the rest of the map for us. He kept the Alawi busy, and that opened it up for us to push bot lane. He grabbed the attention of the enemy jungler quite a bit.
Yeah, so, the jungler kind of ran it under tower. I saw that. That was definitely something. But
yeah,
definitely a good match overall.
He definitely did his part. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. It was a really fun match. I mean, I will say I play a lot of Urgot, so I was judging it a little bit, but it's all right. He piloted it. He piloted it quite well. It's a really tough matchup. Me and Ansem were a little bit concerned about the pick. We know the matchup is quite unfavorable for that Urgot match. I could see avenues as to where it wins, but as you probably could tell, he was shoved into his tower the whole game until You guys got pressure, which then helped relieve him of having to verse Alawi, and where Victor could, which was great. So the pressure kind of flipped, which I thought was really great because you guys were able to push the advantage of not having the pressure early, unlike the previous game. Yeah.
All right. We're going to be going ahead and getting off in just a moment. Do you have any final words?
Well, I see you in playoffs. We're ready.
Yeah.
We are ready. All right, that'll be it for this evening, folks. I am Ansib571, your host, with once again my beautiful co-host, Alpha Y123. Thank you, everybody, for joining, and we will see you later.